Hello. Hey guys, it's me, Cody. Welcome to the Codi Knits Podcast. I think this is episode 70, and I haven't been around in a while. I've had a very fun, crazy month of April, and it's been wonderful. This is Diamond. Say hello. Hello to them, your viewers. She's like, what are you doing? I'm Cody. Welcome to the Codi Knits Podcast. This is Diamond. She's the star of the show. And today is, I believe, the 29th of April. It's a Sunday morning. Oh, she's always makes things complicated. Be still. And it's time to do a podcast. I've missed you guys. The first couple of, couple of weeks after my last podcast, I kind of had no knitting mojo, I guess. Which was really sad, and I just had a lot on my mind, I think, and I don't know. It was there was a lot of rainy days, and which are usually perfect for knitting, but it just dampened my mood, I guess. So I didn't, but I did do a lot of reading. I think maybe that plays into some of it as well. I really have been reading a lot, which is not a bad thing. But I'm not talented enough to knit and read at the same time. So, anyway, you can find me on the YouTube as the Codi Knits Podcast. You can find me on Ravelry as Codi Knits. And I am nurse_Cody on Instagram. That's where I'm most active. And Cody is spelled C-O-D-I. So, we have some stuff to go over I'm excited about. But the big one is, okay, I thought this was perfect because it's my birthday weekend. My birthday was the 26th of April. I turned 30. I don't know how I feel about it. But I do know it's weird not being 20-something anymore. But my 30s are going to be some of the most wonderful, fun, exciting years of my life. And I can't wait. I look forward to them. And it's going to be fun. Ooh, is that the spot? Yeah, I wish you could see. She's got her little legs flapping. So, anywho, because of that, I thought this is the perfect time. I was going to wait and podcast next weekend. But I was like, nope. It's my birthday. I got balloons behind me. We need to celebrate. Still, and we have a giveaway to announce. So thank you all for who entered the giveaway and commented. You had some really great suggestions for hats and that kind of stuff, and I wanted to announce the winners. So the first winner gets this wonderful yarn. It's not food. No. This is Blue Moon Fiber Arts. It's super sparkle based. I think that's 92% superwash merino and 8% lurex. It is 400 yards, 113 grams, and the colorway is called Candy Castle. And I love this. I had some fabric that I wanted Kirby to make you guys a bag out of to go with this that matched so good. It was like gummy bears and sparkly. It just didn't work out. She has a lot going on in her life, like good stuff, but she just doesn't have time to sit down and sew. Like, I'll go into this later, but I've only seen her one time in like a few months, and I miss her a lot. But that's how crazy things have been. So, and all the fabric is packed up at her place, and it just wasn't conducive for me to get it and try to make you a bag. That would suck anyway, because I suck at sewing, but that's okay. But you still get the yarn. It's still fun. It's very sparkly. I think you can see that. I'm sorry the lighting. I have the French doors are right there that go to the balcony. So I'm trying to sit this way so you get the best light, and I think it's actually pretty good. But this yellow is not that bright yellow, as bright as that yellow looks, but it is a pretty bright colors. But anyway, you get that. You get a little notebook, and you get these fun little pens. So that's the first prize, and this is the winner for this is Terry -TN. I think you're Terry in Tennessee, but if that's you, TERRI-TN, send me a message with your address and everything, and I'll get this posted off to you. Do not expect it to be posted during the week because I don't get to the post office, so it won't be until the weekend, and it may be a couple of weeks because I want to make sure everyone, because I want to do it all at the same time. So, but I'll do it as soon as I can, but it'll be on a Saturday before I can post it. So that's the first prize. The next prize winner, it's like a Notions, package, and you get a few things, and I hope you like it. So you get this book. I think I showed this before, but it's one of those crochet and knit coloring books. Because these were all the rage there for a while, these adult coloring books. Give you a quick little flip through. I'm kind of jealous because I bought this because I liked it. But I think you guys will like it too. So I want to give this, and you get this. This is by Boy, and it's something I found. It's a 12-month knitting planner, and it's really kind of cool. It has a little clear plastic pouch, but then it has a reference section, projects tab. It's got little tabs, projects and inventory, and then it has the dates, like the calendar, which is kind of cool. So you get that. You get these. This is a set of, this is like the first set, one of the first set of needles I ever bought. They're bamboo, and the bamboo is really nice with the, and then they have this little tubing cord. But I always found these came in handy, but now that I have an interchangeable set, I'm not using them. So I thought I would share the love. But there's everything from like a tiny, let me find one that has a like 2.5 millimeter all the way up to 10 millimeter. So you get those. You get this little needle gauge. And you get these fun stitch keepers. They're like rubbery, and they're perfect if you do like DPNs, because they go on the sides and they keep them from pointing through. And you get a set of stitch markers. There's some stitch markers and progress keepers in here. They're like the little yarn balls, and so that's really fun. And you get these. These are little stitch holders. Apparently I got a good deal. It's only $1. when I got these. So I found these come in handy a lot. I use them. And you get this big button. I thought he was fun. So that is a prize. And that prize goes to Michelle H. Yay! So if that is you, contact me and let me know. Probably either send me it's probably better if you do it either through Instagram or Ravelry message. Because I don't really do YouTube messages. I don't even know if you can do that, but don't post it in a comment or something, because then the world will know your address and you don't want that. And the last prize is for $40 or less, or I guess I should say up to $40 gift from the Etsy shop, Missy from Minnesota. She is the one that made me the travel bag, the travel themed print bag with the map, and then she made me that awesome yarn bowl, the rope yarn bowl that matched because it had some of the fabric. I absolutely love that, and that she was so generous, and so I wanted to let you go to her Etsy shop. It's Missy from Minnesota, and if you put that in on Google, you can you'll find her. If you type in Missy from Minnesota Etsy and Google search that, you'll find it at the top. You can go in there. She has lots of stuff in her shop, and again, you don't have to just get one thing. If you want to get a couple of things, it just needs to be $40 or less. And let me know and what you want, and I will get that ordered. But I still will need you to send me your address, because I'm gonna have her send it directly to you instead of to me, to save us all on some shipping. So the winner for that is, please forgive me if I say your name wrong, but it's Rena Hanlon. So it's Renna, and the last name is Hanlan. So get in touch with me and go check her shop out. She's got project bags, different sizes. She's got the rope bowls in there. She's got the little yarn sacks. I forgot what they're called, but it starts with a B. So go pick what you want. It's really awesome. She has a great shop and really good prices too. So if you're interested and you haven't checked her shop out, she's got good deals, good prices on her things, because she has more than just bags in there. The bowls and everything, I think they're really well priced. So I did want to tell you, I've been searching for a specific type of sweater pullover thing for my godmother, and a lot of you mentioned the boxy, and I may make her that too, but I found the perfect pattern finally. It's called the Pappus pullover, Pappus, by Midori Hirose, Hirose, and Midori is the first. And there's lots of things. She has lots of patterns. I'm sorry, but it is a very light, airy, lace weight pullover that I'm gonna use like a kid silk haze kind of yarn. I need to go shopping and find exactly what I want, and I will probably make a little bit of a modification to it, because it does kind of fall off the shoulder. It's very lightweight and airy, so I'm gonna hold it double with something that's a little substantial, so it still has that drapey flowy, but it still has some weight to it so that it sits well. I just have to figure it out. I need to read the pattern and see what yarn they suggest. The other thing is I think the arms are maybe 3/4 length, and so I'll knit her full length sleeves. It is like one of those light, airy, so it's lace weight, but you knit it on like 8 needles or something like that. So, you know, it's, you wear something under it, but it's really light and comfy and squishy and soft, and but it's still warm when you have something like mohair and silk in it. So, yeah, let's talk about some knitting. I do have a finished object. Discharged object. It gets to go home one day. So, well, one of them is, I think I showed you this before, but it didn't have the pom-pom on it, so I added the pom-pom finally. This hasn't been washed or anything, but can you see the sparkle? So I had a bunch of this in stash, this chunky yarn, so I've been trying to knit it. And then this one's brand new. This one, the pattern I use is called the Big Hat pattern. If you Google it, you can find it. It's free, and she has video tutorials and everything. She's gonna have the video tutorial how to make a pom-pom without a pom-pom maker. So, but this one, sorry, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. But this one, I did a little bit longer of a rib brim. So, and then I think it looks really good with the pom-pom, because the top looks pretty good with the decreases. It looks fine, but I don't know, the pom-pom just makes it finished, I think. So again, and this is the yarn, is Lion Brand Yarns Wool Ease Thick and Quick. I was kind of disappointed because when I saw this hat, I wanted to knit it. And for some reason, I thought the pattern was inside the yarn ball, but it's not. Really cool thing, if you've never noticed, about Lion Brand yarn. Oh, sorry. The colorway is Mystical. But one cool thing about the yarn, the bands, is it's a ruler. So I think that's really cool. Even the outside has it, but sometimes that might be a little hard. But so you got inches and centimeters. If you're ever in a bind, you didn't know that. Now you do. But this comes in, it's 92 yards, 5 ounces. It's 79% acrylic, 20% wool, and 1% other. So, these will be nice and warm. They're really soft. So, I'll probably be, these go in the pile whenever I donate hats to my patients again. So, that's one. Ugh. You're making my foot go to sleep. You're heavy. Ugh. Owie. You're heavy. Oh. Mm-hmm. Laying right on it. Right on it. You do. Oh. Y'all think she's all cute and wonderful. You should see her when I get her mad. I know how to make her annoyed. It's fun playing with her. Then I showed you guys this last time. It was finished, but it hadn't been blocked. And now it has been blocked. And look how beautiful it is. And so drapey. I actually, this doesn't have, it's the, is it Lion Brand Mandala? It's 100% acrylic. It's super soft. but I actually did block it pretty aggressively because it's it with acrylic, your stuff can block as far as like getting the stitches straightened out, getting these like the holes to open up and that kind of stuff. But it's not going to it's not going to remain stretched out like wool does when you block it. It will come in a little bit when you take the pins out. So I blocked it very aggressively to get these to be open and everything. And you can see they're not perfect. Like the holes aren't all the same size coming through here, but yeah, I really think it looks really good. But I wanted to show you guys. It's definitely longer than my wingspan. Oop. Got caught on her nose. It's no fun having a big long nose, is it? Use it. I know how it is. But I wanted to show you. Because it was finished from last time, but now it's, I guess, finally finished. Like, completely finished. Because it's been blocked. And all the ends are woven in. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But it'll be a gift, or it will be donated, or something. So, I do have a few things I've been working on. I want to show you. I made a mistake with something. And, well, not really a mistake, but with my knitting, sorry, I'm sitting on the couch cross-legged so that the light comes in a certain way, and I'm 30 and it hurts my knees. It sit like that for too long. Ugh. Anyway, last time I showed you, I cast on 2 shawls. 2 fingering weight shawls. Why did I do that? That's not the brightest thing to do. So, I have not been working on one of them as much. I have done a little bit, so I'll show you, but what I've gotten to do is like just work on one of them and finish it, and then I can pick up the other one and work on that and finish that one, because fingering weight in there, I just felt like I was not really making progress on any of it, because I was like working on one a little, working on the other a little. So I've really been here lately, especially this past week, I've really been focusing on one. And the one I've been working on the most is the hitchhiker. Oh, look at this bag. I love this bag. This was a gift from Kina. She's Crafty podcast. But this is holding my hitchhiker. And it has gotten a lot bigger. And I think you're supposed to do 41 teeth or something like that. And how many I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 27. So, it's coming along. This one is funny because I remember how my other one looked. So I'm knitting another one, and the last one I knit was green too, in case you didn't know. But I gave it away to one of my patients because she said she wanted it, and wanted one. And I asked her what color, and she said, "Well, just like the one you got." So I gave it to her. So I wanted to knit another green hitchhiker, and I had this yarn in my stash. This is something in peppermint yarns to inspire. And it's Serenity Peppermint. 100% superwash merino. There's 100 grams, 328 yards. So I've been knitting on this one mostly. But this one's going to be bigger than my last one, even though it'll have the same number, because my tension has loosened up a lot since whenever, because when I knit the first hitchhiker, it was one of the first projects I knit as a new knitter, which is this is a good project for a new knitter, because you're just basically knitting. You purl like one stitch every other row, and that's it, and you get to practice a little bit of your binding off. So that's good, and it starts off with your rows are pretty short, and it never gets super. Doesn't get super long. What am I trying to say? It doesn't ever get to where there's a whole lot of stitches on the needle at one time. So it's good practice and getting your attention and stuff. So, but if you're a more advanced knitter, it might get a little boring. But it's like a 8-row repeat, and I have it memorized now again, so it's pretty easy now. Again, this is the pattern. It's called the Hitchhiker by Martina Van. Let's see if there's another. Try not to show you the. This is the front. And mine, other one, it was actually very thin. It wasn't very deep. It was long, so mine never fit like this did. But I think this one is going to be much closer to that than the last one. So, and really it's a scarf kind of thing. So like it didn't matter that it wasn't exact like that, and if I blocked it, it probably would have done better, but it was one of the first things that really didn't matter, so I didn't care. But that just shows you gauge, even when you do garter stitch, can make a difference. And the other thing I've been knitting, this is in my bag from Diary of a Yarn Snob. Oh, I love her last podcast. She went outdoors and filmed it at this lake, and it was just beautiful. The scenery was beautiful, and it was good. So the pattern is one I can't ever say. Well, I can, but I can't. Strand winder. Sorry, winder? Strand wanderer. By those people. Leah. So, and this is in Wool Mize. This yarn's kind of expensive, but I love it. And it had this kind of yarn is like what that pattern was designed for. So there's a lot of it, so it kind of makes up for it. So it is the color. It's 100% wool. The color is No Whale Watching and CO, and it is superwash. 100 grams or 383 yards. So this is the one that's kind of in timeout. I have done a little bit more on it, but I think you can see a little bit more how it knits up. It's pretty interesting with these little things. But it looks so cool on camera. I can't wait to see it all when it's bigger. And oh, I was right here last time. I've gotten to here, so I've done a few repeats. The other thing that that's making this not as enjoyable is the needles. And I like these needles. They're the Addi Turbos. They're okay, but there's a lot of picking up of stitches and stuff, and this is really dull, and it's a short taper, and it makes it really hard for me anyway to do that. So, and it's kind of thick point too. So I don't know, it's just not working well sometimes. But I think the thing is it was 2 fingering weight shawls on the go at the same time. So that one's kind of in timeout. So let me move this up because I will forget. Okay. I need to put one on this one. But I can't find one, so I'll have to remember. Hopefully I'll remember. I have been knitting on one other thing, and that's in this cute little cupcake. And it's the socks. I've gotten pretty good progress on them. I can't remember where I was last time because stupid self didn't put in progress keeper, but this is how far we are. They are toe up, which has kind of been fun. And I was going to knit these for my aunt, and I have a cutout of her foot, but I didn't mark where her ankle bone was. And the cutout, I mean, this is her foot. So I kind of know a little bit where her toes is, and kind of, so when I do top down, cuff down socks, I can just put this in, and I kind of know where to start doing the toe decreases, and it works out. But I don't know, doing them toe up, it's really important that you know exactly where the ankle bone is to put in the heel. And I don't have enough experience doing toe up to wing it, so I'm just making them for me because I can try them on. And basically I need to finish this. I think I need to finish this darker purple repeat, and I think I'll be ready to put in the heel, but I gotta try it on. This yarn is really nice. It's Knit Picks Felici, and I'm doing them 2 at a time. As you can see, this is the ball, and the colorway is Pinata. It's fingering weight, obviously. Superwash merino and nylon, 75/25. This is a gift, and I really am enjoying it so much. And I had a hard time getting the stripes to match, so they're doing pretty good. Here's my dilemma too with the heel is, do I want to use contrasting heels? Because if I don't, I mean, they'll still match, but the striping sequence on the front of the sock will be out of order. So I don't know if I want to pull from the other end and use that. That's probably what I'll do. Pull from the other end and put in the heels. But the problem with that is on the outside of this ball is yellow, and the outside of this ball is purple. So I would have to waste more yarn to get to the yellow because I would want them to match. So, and I don't think I have any yarn that would go well with this. So I don't know. I'm in a dilemma. I need to go to the yarn store. I don't need to because I don't need to spend the money, but I need to because I need to buy yarn for my godmother's sweater, so I need to get started on that. I have a feeling that a lace weight pullover may take me a while, and I would like to give it to her for Christmas this year. And then I would like to get a worsted weight quantity of yarn to make a pullover for myself, and I would like to get some more sock yarn. I gotta knit my aunt some socks, because she gets socks every year for Christmas too. Anyway, that's it actually for the knitting. So I just kind of go over what has been going on a little bit. Yeah. So this month was my birthday month. My birthday was on this past Thursday. Diamond just jumped up here. Come. Hopefully she doesn't knock the camera over. Sorry for the shaking. Come on. Good girl. Lay down. Yeah. So, it was my birthday, and it was quite a nice birthday. Not exactly how I envisioned it to be, but it's okay. I worked on my birthday because it was a Thursday, and people were like, "Why didn't you take off?" But it's because I want to save my vacation time to go on a really nice vacation. And I want it to be a good break, so that I can make the most of it. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I would love to go to like Cancun or Aruba or somewhere and stay in a resort. I'll probably have to go by myself, but it'd still be a lot of fun, I think, and very relaxing. But I think I'm thinking of doing a cruise or something like that. But anyway, on the weekend before my birthday, I had a few people. It was supposed to be, I did this thing. There's supposed to be about 12 people that said they were gonna come in, and only being 3 people that came. But I had a little birthday party at this little place called Andretti, and it is like indoor go-karting and like cosmic bowling, and there's video games, and there's like laser tag and things like that. And I was like, ooh, that'll be a fun like 30th birthday, and everybody just kind of get together. And I was really close to reserving like a party time and party space. Well, not necessarily space, but so it like reserves the events for you, like a schedule of when you can do things like the go-karts and stuff. But I was going to have to put down a 50% deposit, and then you're responsible. You have to pay even if they don't come. So I'm really glad I didn't do that, because that would have been a lot of money down the drain, especially since some of those people didn't even let me know that they were not coming. But such is life. It's okay. I still had a really good time, and I enjoyed the company that I did have, and other people just missed out because they could have had a really good time, and they wouldn't even have to pay for it. But whatever. I had a blast, and the go-karts are really fun. The cosmic bowling, that was really fun, and all of that. So she gets annoyed when the yarn strings touch her, but she has to sit right on top of me. So it's like, well, move if you don't like it. Anyway, so then what happened? Thursday was really sweet. It was my birthday. I was at work, and my mom sent me these balloons, to work, so that was really nice surprise. She's never done anything like that before, so that was fun, and I really, really enjoyed that. And then the people I work with, they were really sweet. They decorated my desk. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen, the balloons and the confetti and the happy birthday stuff. And they got me a cake. It's kind of a thing, like when it's someone's birthday that we do, we like all chip in and we get a cake and a card and everyone signs it, and then we throw in some cash in there. So I got a little bit of cash and a gift card to Dunkin' Donuts, which is nice. So just very, very sweet. Everyone was so sweet to me that day. And then yesterday I got to see Kirby. So Kirby has been super busy, like I mentioned, and but she had tickets to see Carmen, the opera Carmen, which is one of the most popular, if not the most popular opera. I believe it's the most done opera or produced or whatever the correct word is in the United States, actually. So she took me out for my birthday. Beforehand, we went to we actually went to a Mexican restaurant and had a couple of strawberry margaritas and chips and salsa and queso and a burrito, and just pigged out, or I pigged out anyway, and that was really fun. And then we went over to see the show, and Carmen, if you don't know, is in 4 acts, so it's a bit long, but it's really good. So it started at 8 and it was almost 12. I think it was 11:30 when we got out. But it was so good. They did a really good job. This guy I used to know, he actually was in the chorus of it, and so that was really cool to like see him and spot him out, and say, oh, I know him. That was really neat. And it was just a really, really fun time. And today, this weekend is beautiful weather. It's absolutely gorgeous. So today, I'm super excited. This morning, I spent some time with Dan and Kay from the Bakery Bears on their Pop Live edition. So I did that this morning, so that was nice. And then I am going to go have some lunch, and then I'm going to go, Diamond and I are going to go to the park, and we're going to take a blankie, and we're going to sit out and enjoy the beautiful weather, and I'm going to take my book and do some reading. I'll probably take my knitting just in case, but I'll probably read mostly. And just enjoy the day. I really need to do some laundry, but I can do that when I get back. I don't want to do it, but I need to, because I'm running low on the underwear department, and that cannot happen. So I got to do the laundry. I did want to tell you one last thing is I'm going to be in DC next month. So I'm going to be there May 17th through the 20th. I'm not sure if anyone that watches lives in that area, but if you do, and you want to meet up, maybe we can meet for coffee or something, let me know. And if there's a yarn store around that you recommend, I haven't done any research yet to see if there is, but if you know of one that's there that you recommend, please do let me know, because I definitely will take the time to go visit a yarn store. So I'm going for, there's a thing called the Oncology Nursing Society, and this is we call it Congress, but it's like a big convention meeting, and I get a lot of continuing education credits for attending these meetings or this conference, and that's the main reason that I go. And luckily, my as part of my package for being a nurse practitioner, you have to have so many continuing education hours every year, and you have to prove that you have those whenever you renew your license. So part of my package is that they give me a stipend for continuing education. So this trip is basically all paid for by my work. So that's really cool. So I decided it's in DC this year. I thought it would be good. I've been, I think last time I went to Congress, it was actually in DC as well. So it's really nice. I got a pretty good, I got a really nice hotel that's close to the conference center, and there's always lots of networking, and it's really cool because it really, it's cool to be around people who have the same passion for something that you do. It's similar to like a yarn festival and that kind of stuff, but this is, it's for oncology nurses and nurse practitioners and such. So it's cool to be around, and then you get some motivation, some inspiration, and what we do can sometimes be very, it can get to you, and such, and it can be very difficult and tough, and you're always learning something too, because the treatments and things are ever changing, and keeping up with that can be a lot. But what I love about it is you get there and you're around people, and you get that fire like glowing a little bit brighter again that you have, and you're reminded of, again, why you love your job and what you do. So, oops, I need to quit knitting. Tink, 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 and tink. I don't think I've ever really sat and knit on the podcast before and talked like that. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed today. I've enjoyed getting to catch up with you for a little bit and kind of sit and knit for a bit. It will probably be tomorrow, actually, before you see this, because I will need to get it from my phone to my computer. It may even be Tuesday, because it takes forever for whatever reason to do it. So it's a bit of a hassle, and which is probably why I don't do it as often as I would like to, because it does take a lot of time, and I don't even edit the video really. So I can't imagine people who do a lot of editing and how long it takes them. So yeah. Just the uploading it from my phone to my computer, and then from my computer and getting it in a format where it can be uploaded to YouTube, and then getting YouTube to upload it and publish it takes forever. So I can't imagine. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go, because this little nugget has been being promised all week that we're gonna go to the park. Yeah, you wanna go to the park? You wanna go to the park? You wanna go to the park? You wanna go play in the park? Huh? Damn it. You wanna go to the park? You wanna go to the park? You wanna go play? You wanna go outside and play? Look, she's going. Anyway. So I have to go and spend some time with my puppy, because she doesn't get a lot of outdoor time during the week. So I try to take her, and then I do other things. I have to go shopping and stuff, so I feel bad because she's here by herself. So I promised her a day at the park, and that's what we're going to do. Anyway, I hope you're all doing wonderful. I've missed you. I can't wait to hear from you guys. Don't don't hesitate to comment below or send me a message on Instagram or whatnot. If you like the videos, please like, subscribe. I've got a lot of new subscribers, and I just want to say thank you for spending time with me. Thank you to everyone who comes back and every couple of weeks whenever I podcast and just sits with me, and that means a lot. I learned recently, this is going on a tangent after I said I was going to buy, but one of my love languages, I read the book, The 5 Love Languages, and I'm tied. There's 2, and one of the top, there's physical touch and quality time are my 2 top. They're tied for number 1, and then I guess words of affirmation is in there under that. So the fact that you come back and spend your time with me and take the time out of your day, that means a lot to me. So thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who sent me happy birthday wishes. Hope you all have a wonderful time. I hope the weather is warming up and you get to be outside. Happy knitting, and we'll see you next time. Bye.